Hello. If you're interested in listening to a grown man talk about his inline skating frames, then you've come to the right place. Today I'm going to be talking about my three wizard frame setups, the NR90, the NR100, and the PR76. Here they are. There's the NR90, the NR100, and the PR76. Some of you may be on the fence about, which size to get. So maybe this will help. So I'm just going to talk about kind of the benefits of each size, how I perceive them, what I perceive their best uses to be. Obviously, this is not a science. These are just my experiences with the frame. You may find something different. It all depends on what you're used to going into it. And ultimately, you can do anything on any of the wizard frames. There's no limits, okay? It's rollerblading. You just do you, all right? But I'm going to tell you about kind of how I perceive the three setups. I love them all for different reasons. So let's get into it. Let's start with the NR90. 90 mil. I've got 85A, the undercover mushroom blading wheel in there. As you can see, I've been doing some grinds in this frame. It's interesting because this was the first wizard frame that I tried, was the NR90. At the time, 90 mil was a huge wheel, like it was absurd. And the design of the wizard frames made the 90 mil feel really good. Since then, I've skated the 90 mil quite a bit. I would say of all of the three, I have the most experience with the 90 mil. This frame, the way I describe it, it's like the aggressive frame of all three. It feels the shortest. It feels fast. I think this is the best frame if you're going to be doing grinding. This is my choice. If you're going to be doing like street style, like stair jumps, gaps, I like this frame for that type of thing. Like I said, kind of like aggressive wizard skating is how I describe it. When you do swivels and gazelles and things like that, everything's going to be a lot tighter because obviously it's a shorter base. When I do, everything is like really fast and quick feeling in this frame. It's a very versatile setup. Like I said, like it's good for grinding. It's good for, flat ground. You can get good speed because it's 90 mil. So I skated this in MB7 a lot. I got really into this setup. I think for the versatility, because we were just going to a lot of street spots, and it just felt like I could attack any kind of terrain in this frame. The 90 mil is a good go-to. After skating the 90 mil for, I don't know, a few months, I got introduced to the NR100. Obviously, this is a little bit bigger, longer frame. Let's see the difference. So this is the 100 mil. That's the 90 mil. So the first thing you're going to notice when you go to the 100 mil is the speed. If you want speed, this is the frame. I haven't tried the 110s. Maybe those are even faster, but for me, in my toolkit, if I want to go fast, this is the frame. Also, even if I don't want to go fast, even if I'm doing kind of slower moves, I find the coast on these is really nice. Like, you can just be going so slow, but maintain your speed really nice on this frame. I went to the skate park on my first day back in these after not skating them for a while, and I went to do an air. We call it a super booter. It's basically a fly box at the skate park. And I launched up, and I have that feeling where I overshot, like I went further than I expected, and I almost cleared to the flat bottom. So that's kind of reflective of the feeling of these frames. Actually, when you start skating, it almost feels like too fast. It's incredible. It's nice. So these are the frames, like if I wanted to do long distance, these would be my choice. Yeah, the NR100 is a great frame. Up next, and these are new to me, are the PR76. You can see there are 5 wheels here, people. So I have limited experience with these. Pretty much I've only skated like flat ground in them. And I look forward to experimenting more with like street style skating. But I think these are like the ideal flatland frame. The stability in these is incredible. Like I feel like you can really get wild with your body and maintain balance because it's a nice long solid, base that you're on. Yeah, let's compare the length to the NR100. So these are the NR100. Oh, they're about a little bit longer, but very close in length. The low profile, obviously, with a smaller wheel, feels just incredible. Incredible balance. I'm thinking that this year I'm gonna really get into this frame. Yeah, I look forward to experimenting with this setup, this frame on street. I don't think it'll be very good for grinding, but for everything else, I feel like the stability is going to be really nice. Obviously, it's a little bit slower than the NR90 and the NR100, but not too much. Not too much. When you put on this frame, you really you feel those carves. Like you can really get deep into it. It's a really nice feeling. It's hard to put into words, but it's very magical. It's like you can just really feel it. It's like trying to describe the taste of a mango. You kind of have to experience it for yourself. But I'm looking forward to playing with these more. But right now I'm looking at this setup as more of a flat ground setup. It's really nice. With the length, you can really do you can do toe stuff. Like I've been really enjoying squatting and putting my back foot like down, and you're still rolling. Like look at that. Like you can put that foot like that, and you can still be rolling on that surface, which is really interesting. Surprisingly, heel spin stuff feels pretty controlled in this setup, even though you can see, the heel is pretty far from the heel. I don't know, it feels just good. Doing cross-legged stuff feels like you have a lot of stability, a lot of control with it. Of all the frames, this one, the main benefit is control and balance and stability. It's a very, very stable frame. It's nice. So that was kind of all over the place, I understand, but hopefully that gives you a sense of kind of how I experience these 3 frames. You might be more confused now than when you first started this video. But hey, I'm still confused. I'm still figuring this stuff out. Check back in another 5 years and I'll probably have more solid facts for you. But this is kind of how I'm experiencing these 3 frame setups. Thanks for joining me.